respected community of Muslims estate that is really a very homely estate. Our mothers, our special mothers, they are the cover, like the children have said today, for those that were here for today. I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I was asked to speak on the issue of the future of work, the future of work, the Deen, and the technology. How does all this work together? And in all honesty, I think it's a very important issue because a lot of things are happening that they might look like they are starting small. We're discussing briefly with the chairman before the event, and he explained some things that I find very interesting. He said, when we see one person that is doing something wrong and we leave it, if nobody stops him, then he will get his brother or his friend to join him. Then they become two. Then if they are not stopped, the two of them will get their friends, other people will have the mind to join them. Then they will form a group. And then when they form a group, more and more people will join that group until they form a community. And at a certain point, they will grow like that, and then they can become above the law. And then the society itself cannot stop them again. So for me, I find this very instructive because as we are here today at Aspire School of Technologies, the children that we are here for today are our chance to build a group of people that will stand up for what is good, that they will defend what is good, and when their time comes, they will be numerous enough to be in majority to be able to stand up for what Allah has asked us to come and be in this world, which is representative of good in this world. With respect to technology and the future of work, there is just a simple analogy that I really wish we can understand, which is when they say we are in the information age. What does this mean? If we look at our children when they are small, we start teaching them simple things. We start telling them things. We start teaching them. They get into primary school, they are taught things. All this is effort to pass information to them. Then they go to secondary school, then they go to university. It's all about passing information to them. And then I wonder, at a certain point, let's compare the professor or the teacher in the school to a child that has access to all the knowledge that is stored on the internet. So when the professor in the university wants to define something and he says the definition of social mechanics or social something, and the child can press it, Google it, search it online, and bring out that information. I'm now wondering, who is going to be sharper? Who is going to have more knowledge between a child that has access to all the information that is on the internet and the professor and the department or the sector that is a professor in? I don't know, who do we think will be more knowledgeable? It looks to me like it's the child. That is the current situation of things. A lot of knowledge that we are trying to pass, the old ways of transferring knowledge is changing significantly. Things that our children would not have known before at certain ages until they go through a lot of things are immediately available to people now. And that's just the reality that we are facing today. So I think you have the knowledge. There is still one thing that will be different between the professor and the child. The use of that knowledge. The wisdom, the application of that knowledge. As the computer is making knowledge available to virtually anybody at any level, as long as you can process it, there is an additional level that is ongoing that I would have said maybe it's in the future, but it's here today, which is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the level above knowledge, because what is knowledge without intelligence to use the knowledge? So today, artificial intelligence enables you to take decision, enables you to process information and knowledge to make it useful to you.
That is why a drone can fly over a farmland, look at the status of the various crops on the farmland, and determine the amount of water to give each of the crops. So you can have a watering drone flying over a farm and giving different amounts of water to different plants as it's seeing them. That is artificial intelligence at work. We want to get from here to town. There are multiple roads that goes to town. If we Google it, either on Uber or just on Google Map, it can show us that this way leads there, this way leads there, but this is the fastest. There is a hold up on this road. That is artificial intelligence at work. My respected brothers and sisters in Islam, that is the current state of work. That is the current state of technology. What will it be tomorrow? What will be the technologies and the tools that will be available tomorrow? And that tomorrow is where our children are going into. What will be the tools that will be available to them that they will be interfacing with? So it's really a thing of joy for me, sincerely, to be a part and a partner of this school, because the school is focused on the technology side of things. There are schools that will be focused on different things, but one of the passion that I saw in the proprietor of this school is that passion for technology, that it is important that we as Muslims control it. And that is what leads me to my second point, which is the fact that we as Muslims, as we are aware of these things, we need to make that extra effort to empower our children to be able to take a lead, to appreciate this technology. And that will have to start from us. Because by Allah, we are all aging and they are coming behind us. Whether we like it or not, no matter how powerful we think we are today, we will leave this world and leave them behind. It is the empowerment that we give them before we leave that will determine how much they are able to influence their environment. If we look at the social media today, there is a large quantity of material that as Muslims we will not take. It's not a thing that we'll be proud to have our children engage in. But it's in large quantity. If we do not raise a generation of people that will develop apps, that will develop games, that will develop softwares, that will develop content that promotes what we are and who we are, they will get into that situation and they'll be like, it's so much, what can we do here? So for me, it's really, really an important thing. And this community we have here is sincerely a special community of people, at least in the Nigerian context. A community of people that are focused, that are interested in bringing their children to be aware of technology at an early stage and mix it with a solid dose of Islamic guidance. This is the perfect blend that Allah has asked us to come and give to this world. And I believe that is what we are currently doing. So essentially, my admonition or my reminder, essentially in conclusion, is to encourage us that we are on a very noble path. We are not just on this path just to educate the conventional education of our children. We are here to make those children that will be able to stand up tomorrow in the age of technology, in the age of information technology, and they will still be able to defend the religion of Islam, the value of what we stand for, the things that makes us different. So I want to thank everyone that has his children here, that is part of this school, that is supporting this school in one way or the other, to please see beyond the face value. We should please look into the future of what we are building here. It is a future that is unique. It is a future that Bismillah will be proud of at a point where we will become weak, and they will be the defenders of the Deen. At that point, we pray to Allah to make these children that we have here today people that will be sources of joy for us all in this world and in the hereafter. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.